Vicente del Bosque, Spain, arrived in the 2010 FIFA World Cup looking to cement their place as the best team in world football, following their triumph at Euro 2008. Guided by a possession-based philosophy built on technical excellence and intelligent movement, Roja controlled matches like few international sides ever have. Their historic World Cup victory in South Africa secured Spain's first ever world title and marked the beginning of one of the greatest eras in international football history. Vicente del Bosque deployed Spain in a 4-2-3-1 system that was built around controlling games while taking an asymmetric shape in possession. At the base of the structure sat two centre-backs alongside the left-back, who generally remained deeper to provide defensive balance and help circulate possession from the back. Ahead of them, the double pivot controlled the rhythm of the game through intelligent rotations. One midfielder typically held a deeper position to protect the defense and dictate the tempo, while the other alternated between dropping alongside his partner and advancing into higher spaces in order to support the attack and link phases of play. The attacking trio fulfilled contrasting roles. The left-sided midfielder was the primary attacking outlet, frequently drifting infield from the flank to combine with teammates and attack the half spaces. Through the middle, the number 10 consistently dropped deeper to connect play with the midfield, helping Spain sustain possession and progress the ball through the central areas. On the right, the winger tucked inside to combine with the midfielders, creating central overloads and intricate passing sequences that patiently broke down opposition defenses. Leading the line was the striker, whose movement stretched the opposition's back lines through aggressive runs in behind. His willingness to attack the space created depth in Spain's offense, while also opening up passing lanes for the creative players operating underneath him. Spain under Vicente del Bosque focused on controlling possession, dictating the tempo of matches, and patiently moving opponents out of shape through constant ball circulation. Rather than forcing attacks, they valued positional play, technical quality, and intelligent movement, waiting for the right moment to create openings. Their midfield regularly formed passing triangles to maintain numerical superiority around the ball, while the team looked to immediately counter-press after losing possession, preventing opponents from launching counter-attacks and quickly regaining control. Although they dominated possession, they were also pragmatic, happy to win games by narrow margins if it meant maintaining complete control of the contest. The build-up style was set to short passing, with Spain patiently progressing the ball through every phase of possession using quick, accurate passing combinations and constant movement off the ball. Rather than looking for direct attacks, the objective was to circulate possession until spaces began to appear, allowing the team to advance through intelligent passing sequences. The midfield frequently created triangles and diamonds around the ball, ensuring the player in possession always had multiple passing options while maintaining numerical superiority in central areas. Every player was encouraged to rotate positions, receive between the lines, and immediately offer support after releasing the ball, creating the famous 1- and 2-touch passing combinations that defined Spain's style. As possession moved into the final third, the tempo increased with quicker exchanges, third-man runs, and intricate passing patterns designed to pull defenders out of position before creating high-quality chances. Throughout every phase of play, Spain prioritized patience, technical precision, and complete control of the ball, using possession not only to create opportunities, but also to dictate the rhythm of matches and prevent opponents from establishing any sustained periods of possession themselves. The defensive approach was set to high, with the defensive line positioned relatively high, but not overly aggressive. Rather than constantly pressing man-to-man, Spain aimed to quickly recover possession through coordinated pressure after losing the ball, limiting opponents' transitions, and immediately re-establishing control. Their possession itself was a defensive weapon, as keeping the ball denied opponents opportunities to attack and allowed Spain to dictate virtually every phase of the match. Iker Casillas was Spain's undisputed number 1 throughout the 2010 World Cup and was set up as a balanced sweeper keeper. While he wasn't heavily involved in the build-up compared to modern goalkeepers, Casillas remained composed in possession, offering a reliable passing option when required, and helped recycle the ball during Spain's patient build-up play. Defensively, he was quick off his line to sweep up danger behind the defense, while his outstanding reflexes, positioning, and leadership made him one of the tournament's standout performers, providing the security that allowed Spain to maintain a high defensive line and dominate games through possession. The defensive unit was formed by Joan Capdevila, Carlos Puyol, Gerard Piqué, and Sergio Ramos, a back four that perfectly balanced defensive security with technical quality on the ball. On the left, Capdevila was set up as a balanced fullback. Unlike Ramos on the opposite flank, he adopted a more reserved role, ensuring Spain always maintained defensive balance when attacks developed. He would patiently support possession by offering a passing outlet on the left side, and only advancing when the timing was right. When he did push forward, Capdevila linked well with the left midfielder through quick passing combinations and well-timed overlaps, providing additional width without constantly vacating his defensive position. The centre-back partnership of Puyol and Piqué were both deployed as ball-playing defenders with an aggressive focus. Although the centre-halves were capable of stepping into challenges, their greatest strength within Spain's system was their ability to initiate attacks from the back. Rather than simply clearing their lines, Puyol and Piqué patiently recycled possession, split wide during the build-up, and constantly found the midfielders ahead of them with accurate vertical passes. Piqué often carried the ball into midfield when space opened up, while Puyol provided defensive leadership, aggression, and recovery pace that allowed Spain to hold a relatively high defensive line. Together, they gave the team confidence to dominate possession while remaining extremely difficult to break down. On the right side, Ramos was deployed as an attacking wingback with a support focus. He was given significant freedom compared to Capdevila and became one of Spain's main sources of width throughout the tournament. As the midfield naturally occupied central areas, Ramos constantly advanced into the wider spaces, making overlapping runs beyond the right-sided attacker and creating overloads on the flank. His energy, athleticism, and willingness to get forward stretched opposition defenses, while his crossing and combination play helped the side sustain attacks in the final third. Despite his attacking license, Ramos often recovered quickly during defensive transitions, ensuring the team remained compact whenever possession was lost. The central midfield pivot was formed by Xabi Alonso and Sergio Busquets, a partnership that provided a perfect balance between creativity, control, and defensive stability. Alonso on the left left was set up as a deep line playmaker with a build-up focus. Operating as the team's primary distributor, he was responsible for setting the rhythm of Spain's attacks from deep. Alonso consistently dropped alongside or just ahead of the centre-backs to receive possession before progressing the ball with his exceptional passing range. Whether it was short combinations through the midfield or longer diagonal passes to switch play, Xabi Alonso constantly looked to move opponents out of shape while maintaining Spain's control of the game. His vision and composure ensured the team could patiently recycle possession before accelerating attacks once space began to appear. Alongside him, Busquets was deployed as a defensive deep line playmaker. While his midfield partner dictated the tempo, Busquets was the tactical intelligence that held the entire system together. Rarely rushing forward, he positioned himself intelligently to offer a safe passing option, helping Spain retain possession under pressure through quick 1- and 2-touch combinations. Busquets constantly linked the defensive midfield, creating numerical superiority in the central areas, while using his awareness to evade opposition pressure with simple and highly effective passes. Defensively, he shielded the back four, intercepted passing lanes, recovered loose balls, and immediately recycled possession, allowing the team to regain control of matches within seconds of losing the ball. His positional discipline gave the more advanced midfielders the freedom to rotate and create between the lines, making him one of the most important pieces of the manager's World Cup winning system. The attacking trio was formed by David Villa on the left, Xavi in the central attacking midfield role, and Andres Iniesta starting from the right. Now, although they were all listed as fixed positions, all three constantly rotated throughout matches. On the left, Villa was set up as a balanced inside forward. He started on the left flank before constantly drifting into central areas to become Spain's primary goal-scoring threat. His intelligent movement between the opposition's fullback and centre-back created space for Captain Villa to overlap, while his diagonal runs into the penalty area made him extremely dangerous whenever Spain progressed into the final third. Villa combined effectively with Xavi and Iniesta through short passing exchanges before looking to attack the space behind the defence or arrive in dangerous scoring positions. His movement from wide to central areas was one of the team's biggest attacking weapons throughout the tournament. In the middle, Xavi was deployed as a build-up playmaker. Acting as the heartbeat of Spain's attack, he was responsible for controlling the rhythm of play throughout the entirety of the pitch. Constantly scanning his surroundings before receiving possession, he always positioned himself between the opposition's midfielders to provide a passing option and keep attacks flowing. Through quick one-touch combinations, clever third-man movements, and exceptional positional awareness, Xavi connected every phase of play in Spain's possession. Rather than forcing risky passes, he patiently circulated the ball until space appeared, allowing the team to maintain control while steadily advancing towards the opposition's penalty area. On the right, Iniesta was deployed as a build-up wide playmaker, although his role frequently evolved into that of a secondary number 10. Instead of remaining wide, Iniesta frequently drifted into the half spaces in central areas, combining closely with Xavi, Busquets, and Alonso through intricate passing sequences. His close control, creativity, and ability to glide past defenders allowed Spain to break compact defensive blocks without sacrificing possession. By moving inside, Iniesta created numerical superiority in midfield, while opening space for Ramos to overlap down the right flank. His intelligent movement between the lines, combined with his outstanding dribbling and vision, made him one of the side's most influential players and gave the attack an extra layer of unpredictability throughout the 2010 World Cup. Leading the line was Fernando Torres, who was deployed as a versatile poacher. Rather than simply waiting inside the penalty area, Torres frequently made intelligent runs across the defensive line, putting centre-backs out of position and opening up gaps for Villa, Xavi, and Iniesta to exploit. He also linked play effectively by dropping shorts when required, before spinning in behind to attack through balls. His selfless movement was a key feature to Spain's attacking structure, allowing the midfield to create intricate passing combinations around the edge of the box, while he occupied defenders with his constant runs. Although injuries prevented Torres from reaching his very best form during the tournament, his mobility and tactical understanding remained an important component of Spain's World Cup winning side, helping the team create space and maintain their fluid attacking play. And there we go, people. That is how you can go ahead and replicate Spain's 2010 FIFA World Cup winning tactics under Vicente del Bosque in FC26. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind smashing that like button down below, as well as subscribing to the channel if you are new and you like the content on it. Now, for those of you who might be looking for extra content, I do have a Patreon, and the link for that is down below in the description. Go ahead and check it out. I make things like retro tactics, tactics extensions, and also very niche sort of tactics, and I will be bringing out 1 or 2 extra things over these upcoming few days, because I'm also going to be recreating the 2012 Euro winning side Spain's tactics. That doesn't make sense, but I will be creating the 2012 tactics that Spain won the Euro 2012 with. So go ahead and check it out. Again, the link for that is down below in the description, and a huge shout out to all of you guys who are already supporting me over on Patreon. I always like to just give you guys a bit of a shout out, because I do appreciate all of you who are in that or part of that community over on Patreon. So again, a big thank you to all of you guys who are supporting me over on there. Now, if you're looking for any footballing chats and conversations, join up with the Discord. The link for that is also down below in the description. Of course, it is free to join up with. So join up with the footballing chats and conversations. Of course, the World Cup is coming to a close. Sadly, we've got like a week left. At the time of recording this video, we are now in the semi-finals. We now know it will be Spain versus France. We also know that it will be England versus Argentina in the 2 semi-finals. So who do you think will win? Let me know down below in the comment section, or even let me know down below let me know in the Discord. That would be cool too. So yes, I have mumbled and jumbled my way through this video, but you guys won't see that because I would have edited most of the mistakes out. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.